Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's Green's Bengals going up against Jones's Falcons. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They come out here in the eye. The first carry now. This is Hill. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use him in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game, but defensively, Atlanta so good in that first half. What happened in the fourth quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the first carry. He had a good second carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game. Remember, late, up 28-20, faked it to him inside, then threw it to the flat. He got a big play that way as well.
Here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tammy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And his 2 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill and the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Dalton throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and fourth down coming up.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Now Dalton, he's got his man here. It's Green. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Passing, it's Dalton. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game, and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46. So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did on offense. They were averaging big-time yardage, running it, passing it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now. That's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Trying to unite us?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age. Yeah.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling? Well, the rest of the day. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On second down, Hill. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
380. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Dalton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They run. It's Hill. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be a gain of 16. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
So disappointing there for a defensive unit. You hold them to a 4th down in their own territory, you figure you've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. From midfield here, Dalton. And Green with a catch left side.
Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the 2nd snap and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. 11 yards for number 11. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jeremy Hill from 17 yards out. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A play fake to Hill. Dalton backing up. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 54 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. Hey, you know, partner, switching gears for a second, talking about the Super Bowl, we had a lot of records set in that game, Atlanta-New England, didn't we?
It was that kind of an exciting game, wasn't it? I mean, let's face it. 25-point deficit, the largest deficit ever overcome by a team to win a Super Bowl. And the Patriots broke their own record. They were down 10 against Seattle and won that game. How about James White and what he did? 14 catches in the game. And Tom Brady now owns 11 Super Bowl records.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 25 yards to the house. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Hey, I wanted to sneak this in. Overtime in the Super Bowl. First ever, by the way. Some folks after were having the discussion, do they like the college rules for overtime better? Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking about the college rules? Because I don't like the college overtime because it feels gimmicky to me. Because it's
starting from the
football.
25.
Yeah, it's not real football. But you're talking about make it equal.
Should each team at least get a possession?
I am so old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay? Coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation, I do like the tweak the NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field goal or less, then the other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. But for me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touchdown. A field goal should not decide it on the first possession. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
What? Yeah, man.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field.
He's got to read the defense.
They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. They send Green to the left on his own. A fourth down gamble with Dalton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, I've thrown some interceptions, honestly. Oh, shit. I wasn't even paying attention.
Ryan goes down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back.
I mean, it could be
Atlanta.
worse. He could be playing the Cleveland Browns right now.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
On second down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series.
Come on.
And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
Yeah, that's like the second fucking pick
feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Yeah.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And a right side completion here by LaFell. 11 yards for number 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game.
At least you got 14 points back, though.
Attacking and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Dalton with a give to Hill. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton now to pass. And complete into the arms of LaFell. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And Dalton hands to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Dalton operating in the red zone now. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
I got 11 seconds left, 3 10 minutes. I can make
As the
touchdown.
first half is winding down. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come up in an offset out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up, and that's caught inside the 30.
Shit.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
It's Julio Jones, man. He's a fucking beast.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Nah, I think he's going to, like, finish his career out with Atlanta.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here.
I don't think he's really
in the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. but in order to get the separation,
Yeah,
that
he
you
would
just
be good
talked
with
about,
Cowboys.
change things up a
But
little
they've already
bit.
got
Change your
Cowboys,
tendencies,
though.
try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Yeah, that's what.
On first down, Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third.
That's what fucking Jerry Jones needs to
bring up
fucking worry
second
about
down.
his defense, not offense.
Well, switching over to talk about the Super Bowl for a minute, one thing you mentioned that may have gotten overlooked, Gostkowski missing the PAT, so it was at 28-9, and that really changed the complexion because then they were chasing points going forward.
And in a way we didn't anticipate, it helped heighten the heroics of Tom Brady and the Patriots in that game because you just mentioned chasing points. Now, after touchdowns, they were having to go for two-point conversions. So they got 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions because of the missed extra point that led to overtime. Actually made the heroics even better for Tom Brady and the Patriots.
In the first two-point conversion, little trickeration. The second one, a little more conventional, both effective.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he puts it through.
Yeah, man. Man, I get scared sometimes because Matt Ryan, like, he wants to hold on to the ball when he's going down. I'm like, no, get rid of the fucking ball.
To kick it away.
I'm like, shit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the
What happened to the blind play? That wasn't there when I left.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3.
What the fuck, man? You breaking the damn blinds now?
I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Oh, incomplete.
That was kind of scary.
A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tammy, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Ah, shit. And
it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Could do with the fucking Pats, dude.
Take it in the end zone.
How fucking
They'll
Patriots
bring
came
it
back
to
and won
just
the
about the
fucking Super
25,
Bowl.
call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to
Yeah, I
take
was
the
pissed
field.
off that day.
They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important
how do you do that,
And we
man?
often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
Was that AJ
They're
Green?
scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a
If you
good
did that
one
shit
for
to
them.
AJ,
I want
he
to
probably
sneak in a
would've done
note
that
here on the officials while time permits from the Super Bowl game. I know that you had high praise of them. Really, you know they did a good job when no one is talking about them on Monday.
You're exactly right. And, in fact, they're being
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon LaFell, 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to
I figured out
operate.
fucking
So that
hurdle.
tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time
really?
than that to get to top
circle.
speed and complete that play.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to
this play
follow
might be
what those
fucking
two
risky,
do.
bro.
They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan on first down. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tammy, 46 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I haven't seen
It's
fucking
been
Jacob
quite
Tammy
the
in
game
a while.
for him individually. A trio of touchdown
That
catches
fucker's like
now.
non-existent.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put
I
on
look
him. Are
good
you
at
going to put a
strip clubs
smaller
around here. I
corner
heard
on
this
him?
shit.
Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size,
Nah,
but he's not
fucking
used to
San
really
Diego.
covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital.
On
Get
the,
back out on the
greatest game?
field, punch it in the end zone again.
How did I
They
know?
know it's not easy, but what they do
Where the
have
fuck is
going
that
for
place
them,
anyways?
they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the
Pizza
defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give
Yeah,
up the
like,
score last
isn't it like
time.
right over there?
What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our
Fuck is
own
there
offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more
Like, what
zone?
is it?
What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Oh, that was
10 yards still
Any
left
blitz
on
there?
second down. They'll come out in
Huh?
the pistol. They'll run. This is Hill. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 at enemy territory.
That's how you go all the way in the
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles
Ballin'.
and take the contact as well as dish it out.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Bengals.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
But at least he brought him to a playoff spot last year. So.
Well, the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start.
Wait, how'd you get in the room last night? Did you get your key? Did you get a key finally? Huh? Did I? When? What the fuck?
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So out come the Falcons now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Well, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come up in an offset eye. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. He's going to right, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Falcons will extend their...